The piano bench felt harder than it should. Lily's fingers, pink and new on the keys, stumbled through Minuet in G. Across the aisle, Martin shifted, his exhale a soft blade. My husband's knee bounced. He checked his watch. The woman beside us turned her head, almost imperceptibly. Then Lily missed a note. It wasn't a crash, it was a small, wrong pebble in a quiet stream. Martin winced, not a grimace of sympathy, but of irritation. He rolled his eyes, directly at me, and mouthed the words, "Is she even practicing?" My face ignited. It wasn't the eye roll itself that burned, but the immediate, panicked need to control the optics. I did not defend my 7-year-old. I did not glare at my husband. Instead, I smiled. A tight, placating smile meant to signal to the woman beside us, "I know. He's exasperated. I am the manager of this minor chaos, and I apologize." In that smile, I became complicit. Lily finished to sparse applause. Martin clapped perfunctorily, his mind already on dinner. But I sat frozen, the blood still high in my cheeks, and for the first time, I watched him without excuse. I watched him at the reception, accepting a cookie while Lily held her certificate. He didn't look at her. He was already on his phone. I heard his voice from earlier that week. "Do we have to go to this? She's not exactly Juilliard material." I had laughed it off. "He's a joker," I told my mother. "It's his love language." It was not his love language. It was my erasure. The drive home was quiet. Lily chattered in the back. Martin critiqued the sound system. I watched my hands on the wheel and saw them as his must see them, utilitarian. The hands that scheduled the lessons, packed the snacks, sourced the white tights. The hands that absorbed his eye rolls so the children wouldn't feel them. When had I become a shock absorber? When did I decide that my role was to be the human buffer between his impatience and their softness? The memory surfaced, unbidden, my own father, leaning against the gymnasium wall, arms crossed. He never clapped for my fouettes, either. He just waited for them to end. And at 14, I understood my job was to make him wait as little as possible. I had married my father. Worse, I had become my mother, the apologetic smile, the preemptive smoothing of ruffled feathers. The woman who convinced herself that a man's refusal to cheer was a form of stoic integrity. Lily asked if I liked her song. In the rearview, her face was hopeful, still trusting my verdict above all others. I told her she played like a princess. She beamed. Martin didn't contradict me. He didn't agree, either. He just scrolled. And in that silence, the self-reflection finally cut deep enough to bleed. I had spent 15 years managing his disappointments. I had never once asked him to manage his own. I had handed him my dignity, wrapped in a smile, and called it marriage. The car pulled into the driveway. Lily ran ahead. Martin grabbed his briefcase. I sat in the driver's seat, alone for one more minute. The engine ticked as it cooled. My face, in the rearview, was no longer flushed. It was pale. It was resolute. It was wondering, for the first time in a decade, what it might feel like to stop absorbing the blows and start throwing a little shade of my own.